That's it. Here we are. This is the start of, well, apart from that sort of brief 10-minute section we did earlier that we'll, just not talk about. This is basically the start of our Radio Primavera Sound coverage of Primavera Sound 2024. And we are here with South London's unhealthiest rock sensation, Fat Dog. How are you doing?
How's it going?
As we say in Spanish, perrete gordo.
What's that?
Fat Dog.
Oh, yeah.
Perrete
Nice.
gordo.
You could have said anything.
Yeah. What do you call my mum?
I mentioned the unhealthy thing because I like a band who starts off with some rules, some guiding principles, even if they are very, very sort of quickly broken. How important do you think it is just like to start off with some ideas? I mean, in your particular case, it was no saxophones, which was very rapidly broken.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Well, I'd like to think that we're men of principle, generally speaking. But I think once you've met Morgan, our sax player, you realise like, you bring so much to the table more than saxophone. She does a lot of good stuff, and you know what? We'll take the rest of the stuff, and if she plays saxophone on the side, that's a symptom of the success of Morgan Wallace.
You just have to let her.
Yeah.
Let her cook.
Let her cook.
No.
And there's a second rule to be a healthy band. But I'm not quite sure that's keeping.
I mean, we've been pretty healthy in Barcelona. We've been, yesterday, me and Joe,
I've read that some of you have like some horrible odor on the feet.
Oh yeah, I have problems with. I do lots of things when I drink too much, or like I stinky feet. Yeah, or
Stinky feet. Yeah.
just don't know where the toilets are at the right time. But generally speaking, we try and keep it relatively wholesome.
Yeah, we're like overdosed in vitamin D today. So
Yeah.
I think
Been at the beach.
You've been to the beach now.
Yeah, and last night we were hitting up the tapas and the boquerone, going crazy.
He's developed a lisp in the last 10 minutes.
I know that yesterday you went to Quimet and Quimet.
Oh yeah,
like
that
it?
was great. Oh, that was really nice. I ate the heart of a tuna.
The heart.
Yeah, the cured heart of the heart of darkness.
Yeah.
It was
That is quite dark.
yeah,
right?
it's a pitch black food, and they shaved it over a ice cold poached egg.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not a food you share with someone.
Do you know that there's some dish they serve up in France which is so shameful? I think it's basically like eating a live
Oh
bird.
yeah, ortolan.
Oh yeah. You have
That's on my bucket list.
you haven't got that yet. Come on, are you going? You're going everywhere on tour. You must go to France.
Yeah, my mum's French.
Right. Has she tried the?
I think her dad really liked it, and apparently you're meant to wear like a napkin over your head to like hide your shame from God. I think that's why they do it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Joe, you said, right, and I hate to go back on things, like, your music is ridiculous, which is a good word, but why? What do you mean?
I don't know, to be fair. Just, I think you want to sometimes make music that ain't music. Sometimes more of a,
He's a wise man.
yeah. I don't know, Chris, what do you think?
I don't know. I think that the ridiculousness is like some people make thinky music, and I think we make more dancey music.
Mm-hmm.
And there's, when people are doing stupid dances and shit, be it on stage or in the crowd, it can look a bit ridiculous. But people let loose a bit more.
Do you think that your kind of music in that way is a bit sort of post-pandemic, in that people are just looking for something to go a bit mad to?
Yeah, I think so. Like, I think everyone was pent up for about, 2.5 years?
2 to 3.
And you don't want to go back to the music bit and be like, let's listen to
Beethoven's Fifth?
Beethoven's Seventh. It's got pandemic written all over it. But yeah, no, I think people just wanted something to dance to, and maybe because we played loads of gigs and everyone was just sitting down. We thought we were really terrible, and then we just worked out like these people can't stand up and move.
Oh, those awful Corona gigs.
Yeah, mate, they were terrible.
Oh,
we were gonna quit.
Really?
And you didn't even had like release music by then.
No, we played like 3 years without releasing music.
I
mean, so you're from Brixton, right?
Well,
I'm from Sydenham.
I'm from West Norwood.
But collectively,
a lot of stuff was done in Brixton.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, South London. Like, what is London like for music at the moment? Because we hear kind of things about like there's nowhere to play and it's all getting ridiculously expensive, and
It is ridiculously expensive.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You're paying £7.30 for a pint.
What?
Makes you feel
Excuse
sick.
me?
£7
Yeah.
per
Are you living in Barcelona now?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's nice.
Well, yeah, you're
That's really
used to the
expensive.
good
Yeah.
life. I don't know. You still got places that. The thing is, if I'm an ale drinker, and that's always that's always like £3 cheaper than the closest lager, but it's also like room temperature.
Yeah, that's true. In fact, I think that we gave you like this hot
Yeah,
beer now.
yeah, it was perfect. Perfect temperature.
When I used to live in London, I remember there was one place that served a really cheap pint, and it just gave you the worst hangovers. But it was cheap.
And the worst shits,
Yeah.
maybe.
Actually, talking of London pubs, I Am the King was apparently written in the toilets of the Wetherspoons pub in Forest Hill.
Yes.
So where I've been, I'm pretty sure.
Nice.
Can you explain? Like, what were you doing writing songs in Wetherspoons in Forest Hill?
I write a lot of the songs on the toilet. So it's a great
I mean,
place,
it's a good place to think about. No?
It's a good, I like to have a little bit of me time, think about some lyrics, maybe some.
It's that thing where you're having a bad day and you look yourself in the mirror.
Yeah.
And through the tears, you're going, I am the king.
Yeah.
But that's like So now you basically you kind of have an excuse just to sort of go off and be by yourself and write lyrics now.
Yeah, you get away from the missus a little bit. You need your own time. You write some songs, maybe. Maybe I need a bit more of that. Write some new songs.
Nice. And so you're playing tonight. You're playing tonight at Apollo, La Dos de Apollo, at 1:45 midnight.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very sort of Barcelona time. That.
Yeah.
What are you like live? I've never seen you.
Tonight we're going to be really fucking sweaty, I imagine.
Maybe.
Very sweaty.
Yeah.
Just try and keep the hype going on stage so that it translates into the crowd,
I'm so sad I cannot see you tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
tragedy.
Yeah,
Sorry.
really big tragedy, yeah.
Why is that so sarcastic?
No, I meant that earnestly as well. I heard it.
Oh,
through the-
fair enough.
I mean, Fat Dog, it's your name. Does this Fat Dog really exist?
The fat dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be here in about 2 hours. He
Yeah,
missed
he-
his first plane.
He missed his flight.
I mean, I thought it was someone's pet, no, not someone in the band.
Well, someone's pet, but we won't get into that.
Someone's pet. We won't get into that.
So you talked about like getting people going at gigs. I think you've talked about like community being important, right?
Yeah, I think so.
How do you do that in a gig? How do you make sure it's not like you on stage doing your thing and them down there who can all just
I kind
rub around?
of forced their hand, to be fair, because normally we've got a song which I'm not playing anything in that, and I'll just jump into the crowd and try and force something to happen. And so you're very much face to face with them a lot of the time. Joe spends a lot of time in the gigs in the crowd himself.
I think like half of it is like, if you look like a dick already, they can look like dicks. And
Yeah,
just
that's
have
kind
some
of
fun,
it. That's such a good point.
I think just trying to look too cool, or maybe that puts people off a bit.
Certain
but
element of like.
I don't think we're trying to look like dicks either. To be
No,
fair,
but there
are we?
is a certain element of like self-flagellation where you're kind of sacrificing yourself to the crowd and looking like a bit of a dunce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you got like a fine radar of people who really don't want to sort of interact and really, really are embarrassed? Or is it just like, I don't care, I'm doing it anyway?
I think, it's like, have you ever been on like a ferry and you got the magician and he's trying to he looks into the crowd and he sees the worst person who doesn't want to do the tricks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that sometimes, but, because I actually am that person who's being like, please don't take me.
Me too, yeah.
But I think, it all works out for the best.
Yeah, I always try and
Maybe.
find someone really dry in the crowd and then try and make them dance like a crab.
And like a crab.
Yeah.
How's that? Like scuttling? So
Scuttle and snipping, snip, snop, snip, snop.
Snip snaps.
Yeah.
I mean, let's say your rise has been pretty big so far. You've only got, I think, so you were saying, got three songs out.
3 songs and 1 remix of one of the songs.
The remix.
Oh my God.
And that's all you have now. And you work like pretty legendary in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happens though if you get really big and you're playing Wembley Stadium? How are you gonna how are you gonna do it? Are you gonna go full Bono?
Just
Bono. What does that mean? Just where I'll be more the edge man myself.
I
but,
don't know. I said full Bono. Like I think, what does Bruce Springsteen do? He grabs someone up from the crowd to have a dance with him. Like that.
Bruce Springsteen just throws his guitars at his sound tech
when he's angry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Is this?
This is a known thing. Haven't you seen the
have you
video?
not seen the
like-
video of him? He always does this thing where he does a little guitar change around. He whips his guitar behind him without looking. And one time, guitar tech wasn't looking and it just caned him in the face.
Jesus.
He didn't have time.
Didn't have time.
They had to train for this.
Yeah.
Did the guitar tech? Did he apologise to the guitar tech because he's a nice person, or did he not because he's a professional? It seems
He's a
like
professional. He's total professional.
He didn't because he's like, you should have caught that.
I think he fired him. I think he fired him. It's like, you couldn't catch a cold, mate.
So your debut album, Woof, is coming in September. How would you sell it to an unsuspecting listener?
Oh,
Take it away, Chris.
yeah. Selling it to just Heart of Darkness, man. It sounds like it should be a concept album, but it's not. It's got a bit of everything in it. It's got monologues from famous actors,
Kind of famous actors.
famous-ish actors.
In England, famous. Coronation Street is a big thing in England, so
Coronation Street.
Yeah, good old Neil Bell.
Neil Bell.
Okay, even when I lived in England, I didn't watch Coronation Street. Who's Neil Bell?
What, mate? Have you seen the June movies, the new ones? Did you watch the?
I've seen one. I've not seen two.
Yeah, you know the
He's in-
scary guy who's the soldier when they're like, he's that guy.
How did you get him then? Was this was he just
He did a music video for us.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the album's got a wee bit of everything. It's got some sensitive moments. It's got some really, really hardcore moments. Some of it sounds like a kind of like what do you call it? Blade Runner drive-in soundtrack.
Nice.
Yeah,
Is it huge? I've heard it being called huge.
it's
Huge.
Yeah, I'd say it's huge. Go on,
It
then.
sounds
Let's go
huge.
for it. It sounds huge. Yeah, there's
Sounds
some good
fat.
production. There's real good production on it. Joe did some good bits. Jimmy did some good bits.
James did some
James
good
did
bits,
some
of
good
course.
bits. Yeah.
Well, you mentioned James Ford. You've worked with him, as have a lot of people. Do you get jealous when you see like the Pet Shop Boys albums come out? It's like, oh, it's
Yeah,
James
very
Ford.
jealous.
Oh yeah, we get jealous because he
He's
was
mine.
he was like, oh, I'm trying to fit you in between this and that, and one of them was the Pet Shop Boys. So if like everything was a bit rushed, we're like, come on, James.
It's mad. Like I think we got like sandwiched in between like Blur and Pet Shop Boys or Depeche Mode. I think it's Depeche
Wow.
Mode. So
He made us feel like the other woman.
And I think that it's kind of weird, like recording with him, because you cannot record drums like past 11 in the
Oh,
night.
yeah.
no, it's a very nice. He does a lot of it in his house, so it's like it's quite a nice chill setting, but no drums past 7.
Yeah,
But-
kids are sleeping. You know?
Yeah.
No
And
drum-
it's mostly the neighbours also.
Oh
they
yeah,
have
fair
none
enough.
of,
So
have none of it.
look, nothing bad about that. He's a very respectful man.
So you have to wake up like pretty early in the morning to.
We were getting up 9. Yeah, it was like a day at work.
I wanted to ask as well, just because going back to saxophone, what is the best song with a saxophone in the whole world?
Ooh.
I do love Baker Street.
Oh, come on. mate. Everyone's
that
gonna
is
say
the
that.
classic, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, you said it now, didn't you? So,
Well, yeah, I kind of nailed it on the head there. No one else could really say anything.
I
else.
was going to attempt to be funny, and when you said something, I'd go, no, it's Baker Street, but you've sort of...
Yeah.
Sorry.
We were all going to do that.
That would have been
I
a
think.
good joke.
Yeah.
Young Americans is good.
Yeah, Lady in Red, saxophone here? Should do if it
yeah,
doesn't.
if it doesn't, maybe.
Careless
I don't know.
Whisper.
Careless
Nice,
Whisper,
yeah.
that's another good one.
Can't believe you were thinking no saxophones when gems like Lady in Red.
Yeah, I don't. It's just, there's a lot of bands doing the saxophone thing.
I think it's just everyone's like thing to be like, you know what, we're going to get a saxophone, and then you level up and you're like, you know what, we're going to get some backing up singers, and some dancers.
And then an orchestra, and then.
Yeah.
We'll
And
try and
then
get
I don't know
some-
what you do. I think that's just
we
you
were
die
trying to
after
get
that.
children's choir.
Yeah, children's choir, mate.
That would be
Children's
nice.
choir. If you want us to Bono up, we'll get a children's choir.
I do want you to Bono
Yeah.
up. Yeah, I don't know why I don't even particularly like Bono, but for some reason I want you to do it. And you're playing basically everywhere in Europe this summer, is that right?
Mm,
Just about. I was about to make a horrible joke.
No.
I'm not going
Oh,
to.
no, go.
No. We're playing lots of places. I'm trying to think of places that we have.
Armenia's getting left out.
Yeah, probably not
Bit
playing
annoyed about
Armenia.
that.
Not playing Georgia. We're playing. Well, what places haven't we played that we're playing though? Because we've done a lot of time
Spain.
in like,
First
Well, yeah,
time in,
Spain,
you know.
man.
Oh, is this
Spain.
your first gig in Spain?
Yeah.
first ever
Lovely.
gig in Spain.
Oh, nice.
Fantastic.
So, thank you so much for coming along. As you say, it's your first gig in Spain tonight at 11:45.
Yeah.
If someone's really, really embarrassed, right, like me, basically, and like kind of really doesn't want to kind of, dance with the band, what is there any way out of it? Like, go and hide by the bar, go and...
Yeah, go for a drink.
There's that
Go
old
and chill,
dance
right?
like no one's watching thing,
Yeah.
Just close your eyes for God's sake. Just
go
pretend
type-
that you're not at a gig or something. You're just waking up in the morning about to go to work. You're trying to hype yourself up or something. You've had a bad night. You just want to,
Or you can just go for a massive shit.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
would do that.
Yeah,
I do that for a lot of
That's
bands,
just-
to be fair, but
yeah.
Well, that's when the inspiration comes.
Even playing.
Sometimes
Yeah,
bands
mate,
sound better
yeah.
from the side toilets.
yeah.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for being our first interview. It's an absolute pleasure. 11:45 tonight. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you for
much.
having us.
Cheers.